Hello, welcome to the All Member and Senior Member Experience webinar for Education Chairman. My name is Marla Williams and I'm the Director of Education and Training at Kappa Kappa Gamma headquarters. Thank you so much for joining me and taking time out of your schedule to learn more about All Member and Senior Member Experience and how your role is critical to its success. Today we'll be talking about every member education and the Education Chairman's role with the All Member Experience and Senior Member Experience. We will delve into the different components of each and how you can navigate and provide this experience for your chapter and senior members, help you to explore various resources at your fingertips, which will help you in your role. Every member education has been designed to intentionally provide educational opportunities to address each member's needs during every stage of her membership. Here are the different stages of membership for Kappa Kappa Gamma. New member begins at formal pledging and ends after the first year of membership. New members develop an understanding of themselves and their relationship to the chapter and Kappa Kappa Gamma fraternity. Middle member begins after the new member experience and ends at the start of senior year. Middle members develop leadership skills that can be used to impact and improve their chapter and campus community. Senior members begin at the start of senior year and ends with a transition to alumna status after graduation. Senior members are developing mentoring skills and connecting to their communities by actively working to benefit others through care, service, work, social responsibility, and community involvement. And then finally, alumna membership. Once a member graduates from college, she enters a stage of her life where she's starting a new career, experiencing changes within her family, developing new relationships outside of her collegiate experience, and developing new alumna membership opportunities. So throughout these stages of membership, Kappa will focus on 7 core values known as our pillars of education. These are sisterhood, community responsibility, leadership, human dignity, intellectual development, heritage, and well-being. So first, we're going to talk about All Member Experience. The All Member Experience is the yearly programming plan for your entire chapter. During this section, we will talk about your role as Education Chairman within the All Member Experience, how to utilize your guidebook, and then how to utilize others. The All Member Experience, which is part of EME, provides a yearly comprehensive program for the chapter that is designed to enhance membership by providing an understanding of Kappa's purpose and ideals and promoting intellectual development and personal growth. The All Member Experience is for all chapter members, including new members, middle members, and senior members. The program also provides leadership and skill building activities. During the spring, we ask that all education chairmen evaluate the chapter's needs and wants regarding educational programming by conducting a survey. We ask that you survey members to find out what educational topics they are interested in. We do advise you to contact your fraternity and sorority advisor to find out if there's any campus required programming during the coming year. And also, if your chapter is under any type of fraternity council action or on a focus letter, you do need to consult with the terms of that letter or those actions to determine if there's any educational programming requirements that must be fulfilled. For our pilot year in 2018 fall, if you have not already planned your educational programming for the year, you should conduct the survey in the fall. If you have already planned your programming, the only thing you will need to do is determine when you will integrate the 2 required programs that Kappa asks you to conduct each year. Kappa Kappa Gamma requires chapters to conduct 6 all-member experience programming nights. These program nights should take place on a regularly scheduled chapter meeting night. However, there should be no chapter meeting conducted that same night. The entire evening should be devoted to your educational program, and the expectation is that there is at least a 75% chapter attendance in order to count towards one of your 6 required programming nights. The 6 all-member programs that we ask of each chapter are 2 predetermined programs. These are 1 harm reduction series program that is delivered by the fraternity and the expectation of membership program, which the script is provided by the fraternity. The harm reduction program each year is based on a 4-year rotation. Topics are assigned and will rotate annually. Each program is 2 hours long and is delivered by a fraternity-trained facilitator. As long as 75% of chapter members attend, this programming is provided free of charge thanks to a generous grant from the Kappa Kappa Gamma Foundation. Otherwise, there is a cost involved. Kappa Kappa Gamma headquarters will contact each chapter to assign the topic and facilitator. You will work with your assigned facilitator to set a mutually agreed upon date and help with logistics of the visit. For expectations of membership, this program is required within 1 month of bid day. You can find the facilitator script and accompanying PowerPoint by logging into www.kappa.org/members and navigating to More Resources and Chapter Education Chairman. This program is also located in the EME online portal. You can conduct this program or ask a member of the Education Committee or another chapter officer or advisor to host. Kappa also provides programs to facilitate the 4 chapter choice programs that we ask each chapter to conduct. Kappa provided facilitator scripts and accompanying PowerPoints will be located in the EME online learning portal. You may present one of these programs, or you may invite a member of the Education Committee, a chapter officer, or an advisor to do so. You can modify the provided materials to ensure the content is relevant to your chapter's needs. Facilitator scripts are broken down so that you can see each activity. The bolded text is what you say, and the italicized text is what you should do. A time estimate is provided for each activity. Take advantage of the resources available for you when you are planning your 4 chapter choice programs. There are many resources at your disposal to complete the 4 chapter choice programs. If you, a fellow committee member or other chapter officer, is not interested in presenting a program, such as I just mentioned earlier with scripts provided by Kappa, you might want to consider utilizing one of these other 3 resources to provide your chapter with those 4 chapter choice programs that they identified the topics in their survey. The first is an EME trainer. An EME trainer is provided by Kappa Kappa Gamma Foundation and can facilitate programming which can be modified to fit your chapter's needs. These trained facilitators are available to deliver workshops on topics of your chapter's free choosing. And thanks to a generous grant from the Kappa Kappa Gamma Foundation, it is provided free of charge if you are able to provide a 75% attendance from your chapter. Please note that programs facilitated by EME trainers must be a minimum of 2 hours. So talk with your programming specialist or call us at Kappa headquarters and ask for the education department to explore different options and topic ideas. To request an EME trainer, you can log onto the Kappa website and navigate to the member education page and request an EME trainer. You can also look for existing campus programming. You can incorporate any campus required programming into your plans. Rather than over-programming and overwhelming your members, create a plan that is thoughtful and intentional. If your campus or community is holding an educational event, required or optional, that is related to Kappa's core educational values, reach out to the programming specialist and obtain permission to substitute this campus program for one of your 4 chapter choice programs. Please note that at least 75% of the chapter must attend one of these events to count as one of your 6 required all-member experience programs. Check out suggestions for locating these campus and community professionals in your all-member experience guide. We also encourage you to reach out to campus professionals and community professionals to facilitate training for your chapters. You can seek out different professionals based off of topics that your chapter has identified as being most interested in hearing about. And contact these professionals to see if they'd be willing to come in and do an hour session with your chapter on that topic of choice. There's lots of different ways to ask and recruit these types of individuals. And again, if you look at that all-member experience guidebook, you will find suggestions for departments on campus that you might explore for some of these individuals, or community professionals that exist close by your university or college. We also encourage you to reach out to Kappa advisors or your Greek life office or programming specialists. In fact, the programming specialist would be more than happy to help you with questions about any aspect of implementing the all-member experience. And again, just to remind you, the all-member experience has a number of different resources for you. Explore the guidebook, really become familiar with what is in there. It will help guide you through the various steps of the all-member experience. You can access scripts and facilitator guides and PowerPoints through our EME You'll find lots of resources available for you in planning those 4 chapter choice programs. And then again, we really encourage you to utilize campus and community resources, programming that already exists that would be perfect and of interest for your chapter. Just again to remind you, the guidebook, the All Chapter Experience Guidebook, contains all the information we talked about today and more. Sections of the guidebook include overview, experience at a glance, programming resources, a planning form, and a sample survey. Make sure to review this resource as soon as possible to learn everything you need to know. The Senior Member Experience is part of Kappa Kappa Gamma's Every Member Education and provides the foundation on which members build practical life skills to assist them as they move on to new responsibilities outside of college and transition to alumna status. As part of the fraternity's continuous focus on EME, Kappa Kappa Gamma is committed to providing all senior members with a comprehensive education from the moment members begin their senior year until the day they graduate and become engaged alumna members. Programming for the Senior Member Experience is customizable to ensure the chapter is able to provide senior members with relevant and valuable educational opportunities that meet their interests and needs. As the education chairman, you are instrumental in creating a valuable and successful senior member experience. The time and attention you put into the orientation, preparation, and education for senior members during their senior year ensures that each senior feels important, appreciated, and ready for alumna membership. The Senior Member Experience begins at the start of each member's senior year in the college and extends until her graduation when she becomes a new alumna member. There are multiple resources at your fingertips to help guide you as you oversee the Senior Member Experience and prepare each of the elements you are responsible for. A guidebook for this experience, just like with the All Member Experience, is provided that will give you step-by-step instructions and scripts for each meeting, as well as guidance as to the persons responsible for each section of the Senior Member Experience. PowerPoint presentations are provided. These can be found by logging into the Kappa website and navigating to the Education Chairman resources. You do not need to do all of this on your own. We encourage you to utilize campus and professional resources, the Education Committee, chapter officers, and local alumni. The education advisor and programming specialist are just a phone call away as well. Reach out to them for guidance and help. So let's go over the Senior Member Experience. Meeting 1. This takes place within the first 3 weeks of school being in session. During this meeting, you are to distribute the Senior Member Experience gift, the Girls Guide, to all senior members. This is the Senior Member Gift. You also, during this meeting, conduct the senior survey to determine the 2 topics for the Senior Member Experience meetings included for the education presentations during meeting 2 and meeting 3. The senior survey can be found by logging on to the Kappa website and navigating to the Education Chairman resources. Please share the survey results with your programming specialists. And then during this first meeting, senior member agreements are also signed. We also ask during this orientation meeting that you promote all of the online learning opportunities for senior members. While these online courses are not required, they are highly encouraged for our senior members to take. Meeting 2 and 3 takes place prior to December 31st and March 1st. You can facilitate these education presentations yourself or ask a member of the Education Committee to facilitate or ask an advisor or a campus professional. We do provide facilitator scripts, a quick programming guide, and PowerPoints for some specific topics. You can select a topic identified by your senior members, ones that we have recommended, or go off to a topic that your senior members have identified that is of high interest to them. You definitely should utilize campus and community professionals because there's a lot of great educational programming that they could provide based on topics that your seniors are most interested in. Another option that actually one of the groups did last year is to plan one of your education presentations to be a book club meeting using the Girls Guide Senior Member gift. And you can do a book club based on some of the chapters in the book. This one chapter did their meeting 2, their education presentation was a book club about the chapter on health and body image from the Girls Guide. And then their meeting 3 was a book club on the chapter focusing on money and finance in the Girls Guide book. So there's lots of ways that you can conduct these education presentation meeting 2 and 3. and utilizing the book is a great way to do it. During meeting 4, this is the senior activity. This is when we ask you to conduct a fun sisterhood activity for senior members during winter or spring before graduation. During meeting 5, this takes place in the winter or spring before graduation. This meeting is facilitated by local alumni or members of a local alumni association. This is an opportunity to promote alumni engagement and emphasizes the importance of connecting with an alumni association after graduation. And then finally, meeting 6. This is a one-time event that takes place within 2 months prior to graduation. It provides seniors with a chance to reflect on their CAPA experiences as well as celebrate their accomplishments and contributions to the chapter. Additional weekly, monthly, or quarterly recognition is also encouraged, senior spotlight, etc. So let's just take a few more minutes to explore some of the important components of the senior member experience in more depth. Again, as I mentioned, the Girls Guide is CAPA's gift for all senior members. It should be distributed at the first senior member experience orientation meeting. And then also want to highlight again the senior member experience guidebook. This includes an overview, the experience at a glance, some facilitator guides and scripts, and community guidance for reaching out to campus and community professionals, PowerPoint presentations, and additional resources. And then finally, as I mentioned, that there are online courses available in the EME for your senior members to take. There's a picture of the Girls Guidebook that is to be distributed. This will be shipped out to every chapter each fall. It will be sent to the education chairman. You just need to be on the lookout for these and then distribute them during that orientation meeting. Again, as I mentioned, the guidebook, really encourage you to explore this guidebook immediately starting this year so that you can get a feel for what is expected of you as the education chairman. And then finally, just to highlight the online courses that are available for our senior members. The first one is Stress, the Root of Most Evil, Resume and Cover Letter Writing, Budgeting and Managing Your Money, Social Media and Technology Etiquette, Cooking for One, and Professional Wardrobe on a Budget. These courses are housed in the EME online learning portal, and senior members will actually receive an invitation to access this portal at the beginning of their senior year. And we highly encourage them to participate with this. As you can see, this is in the EME online portal here, and the courses are just easy to find and to navigate. They are very interactive in nature and something that we think that your seniors will get a lot out of. We do want to let you know that we are offering an incentive to all chapters. Because these courses are optional, we want to encourage our seniors to take them. As the education chairman, you will have access to specific reports within the EME that will actually tell you if your senior members have completed their online courses. CAPA is rewarding chapters that have the highest percentage of senior members based on chapter size who have completed one or more of these online courses by March 1st. We will be looking for the top 5 chapters with senior participation, and each of these chapters will receive up to $200 to be used towards food, activity costs, or giveaway items associated with the senior activity or senior recognition event. All winning chapters will be notified by March 15th. So let's just look a little bit more at some of the senior member experience resources. As I mentioned, the guidebook. Within the guidebooks, you will have facilitator scripts and some quick programming guides to help you facilitate some of these, the topics that your seniors might choose. As I mentioned, we also have a community guide. This helps to, it's a document that you can share with a community or campus professional who you've asked to conduct one of your education sessions. The community guide outlines the topics, learning objectives that we hope that they will cover. In your guidebook and under the resources section for education chairman, you'll find additional forms and resources that will help you do your job. Please make sure to look over these carefully to ensure that you are completing everything on time. And then finally, as I mentioned in the EME, this is where you will find all of those online courses for your senior members. So wanted to thank you so much for taking time to view this webinar to learn more about your role as education chairman in regards to the all member experience and senior member experience as part of every member education. If you have questions at any time, we encourage you to contact us at education@kkg.org. Also, reaching out to your advisor as well as your programming specialist is a great place to start to help get planning and to do an exciting program for your chapter and for your senior members this year. Thank you again for your participation, and we hope you have a wonderful day.